Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the President's Committee and the members of which came from all over the world, all the other tours, the USGA, the PGA America, we appreciate your cooperation in being here. We apologize for the necessary cancellation of the ceremony we had planned this afternoon due to the weather. We just couldn't see how we could conduct it given the ground conditions that the result of all the rain this week. And the rain tried to put a damper on what this week was all about, but it didn't succeed given primarily the efforts of the superintendent and his staff. And is Paul Latshaw in the room somewhere? Paul, congratulations to what you managed to do this week. And the other shout out has to go to, you know, when the players were on and off the course and looking tired, and we were tired, and you expect the fans to be tired, but then you'd look up when the rain abated and the players went back out there, and all these thousands and thousands of people were right there cheering just as hard as they could. And we couldn't be more pleased with having big galleries and enthusiastic galleries and committed, inspired galleries this week. It was just great for the competition. I have to say that the tradition of each President's Cup being better to the last than the last continues this week. By every measure, this was the strongest President's Cup we've had. And I certainly want to thank Jack and his staff, the community here in Central Ohio for that. And finally to the players who put on a terrific competitive show that got that enthusiasm rolling. Particularly want to thank the captains. These two captains were instrumental in the development of the early years of what the President's Cup's all about. It's hard work. Fred's had two of these before this week, so he's been through it. I don't know of any player who's played the President's Cup who has been more enthusiastic about it, often calling it his favorite tournament he ever played than Nick Price. And it was just great to see him take that leadership role this week. The players and the captains continued the tradition of what the President's Cup's all about. They put on a terrific competitive performance. The sportsmanship that was out there, I heard so many people around talking about how these guys could play so hard against each other and yet clearly have so much fun doing it. And it's hard to beat that as a definition of what sportsmanship's all about. And then, of course, the charity heritage, which will continue as these players distribute over $4 million in the coming weeks. Finally, I'd just like to, as Adam and Ernie both mentioned, make a comment about the 8 rookies who are on these two teams, 7 of which are on the international team. Watching these rookies play at the level they did reminds me of how strong the youth movement is in golf globally. So many good young players coming into the sport. It means we have a great future. And as has been mentioned, particularly on the international team, with 7 rookies, it means the future of these teams in coming cups is secure as well. So congratulations to the first-timers. And before we do the cup, I'd like to ask each of the captains that Nick and his team have been through some queries by the media, but the American team wasn't here when those comments were made. So if I could, I'd like to ask first Nick and then Fred to make a couple comments, and then we'll do the trophy. Nick?
Thanks, Tim. First off, Fred, you guys, thanks for a wonderful week. You guys played phenomenal golf this week. I thought I brought a pretty good team here, but the way you guys played was phenomenal. that first 9 holes, we knew what we were up against, and it was incredible to watch. Although very very hard for us because we knew what we were up against. As I said, Jack, thank you for your hospitality. I'm sorry it rains here like it does. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I wish one day we'd be able to control the weather somehow, but I knew we could all see how much work you and everyone else, all the committees had put into this week with the stands, and just, it was incredible when we got here. And the practice rounds were fantastic, obviously, and to Paul, the superintendent, again, I thank you for all the hard work that you guys put in. It's been a long week, and I'm so glad we got it finished, and congratulations to the US team. Thank you.
Thanks, Nikki. And what I'd like to say before we get going is our team has a lot of respect for the international team. Even though they were long days, I can honestly tell you what little time their team probably had together, and ours did too. We had a lot to talk about, and a lot of it was the shot making and how you guys played. Now, I get it that we have won this thing several times. I also get that there's another team competition that we haven't won that many times in the last probably 20 years, so it's really not that fun to be on the losing side. But we do have a lot of respect for the way you guys played. And from Adam Scott's driving, to how far Jason Day hits it, to how young Hideki is, to the Sternies and all those guys, we really do appreciate the competition. And then when you get past that, you get to Jack's course that we absolutely beat up with the galleries and everyone else. And I was here for the memorial, and I remember Jack talking about how much they spent to redo the clubhouse. And after this, I don't know if you need new carpeting, new flooring, new everything, but he's over here shaking his hands. They'll get it done. And we do play the memorial here every year. Our players play, and so do a lot of Nick. So it's kind of like a home field advantage again. But on behalf of our team, we would like to say to Nick, thanks for the 2 years you put in. I believe you've got more of this. And to your team, thanks for coming over and giving us a great fight. Thank you.
So the schedule has me conveying the trophy to the winning team, and there's really only one person that should convey that trophy. And I'd ask Jack to come up and make a few comments and then give the trophy away.
Well, before I give this to the American side, Nikki and your guys, you know, it was so close. We all know how close it really was. Coming in this week, everybody said, well, the American team is more experienced at Muirfield and everything else. But your guys were fantastic. Guys, well done, well played. I know you're looking forward to the next one. And to you, Freddie, and your guys, and I've known all these guys, I've known everybody on every team. And these guys played pretty good over here. You guys just played a little bit better. Congratulations, well done. And let me just say that from the city of Columbus, the city of Dublin, Paul Latshaw, Nicholas LaRocca, everybody here at Muirfield Village in the area, thanks. And congratulations, Freddie, to you and your team. Unbelievable. Davis, Jay, you guys were great. Nice going, guys. There you go.
Photographers, we will stage a more formal photo with the teams. I'd like to thank the internationals for giving us so much of your time and excuse you to go back and enjoy the cabins. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.